Hi guys, Puz here and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the 6 most asked questions about the Asus ROG Ally Z1 Extreme. Before we do that, just want to wish you guys a happy new year and let's get into the video, guys. So let's dive into question number 1. How many versions of the ROG Ally are there? There are essentially 2 versions of this handheld console, so make sure you buy the one that's right for you. Let's start with the cheaper model. The ROG Ally Z1 has the Ryzen Z1 processor. It has 6 cores, 12 threads, and a Radeon integrated GPU with 4 computer units. Now, if we move on to the console that I have in front of me, the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme, this has 8 cores, 16 threads, and 12 GPU compute units. I really recommend the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme. It's a much more powerful handheld console, and for £100 or $100 difference, it really is worth that extra money. So, question number 2. What is the display technology used, and what's the refresh rates and resolution of this handheld device? So essentially, I can click on this button here. We can access the menu, but let's zoom in to see what those options look like. So guys, we've zoomed into the settings and we have 3 different settings here. So we have silent, which is operating at 10 watts, performance, which is operating at 15 watts, and then a turbo mode, which is operating at 25 watts, really maxing out the CPU and GPU of the handheld device. So let's move down here. Now I want to talk about these 2 settings here, AMD RSR. What does that mean? So AMD RSR really stands for Radeon's Super Resolution, and this is an in-driver upscaling feature that helps gamers to unleash new levels of performance on any compatible game. Now that's Asus's words. So what this means is that this setting will automatically upscale your games to a native resolution. So higher resolutions will equal better visual quality, lower resolutions will equal better performance. So this is going to give you that sweet spot when gaming. Now there is an opposite setting called AMD Riz. This is called Radeon Image Sharpening. So this actually downscales the resolution and applies an image sharpening effect to improve your visuals and the smoothness of your game. So essentially what this means is that this will provide superior image quality with low performance impact. Now we do have different resolutions here as well. We have 1080p, which is natively supported when in handheld mode. It can also support 720p. It can also support 900p, but this is that 1080p resolution. Sorry about all those transitions there. And you have different refresh rates as well. So you've got 60 hertz and 120 hertz for that, faster, more dynamic gameplay that you're looking for. So I try and play all my games at 120 hertz in 4K on the PS5. So 1080p on a smaller screen at 120 hertz is probably going to be giving you that same experience as well. CPU boost as well. This is just going to max out or overclock the CPU, which you want for better performance. But bear in mind, this is going to have an impact on your fans, making those louder as well. So those are the settings, guys. So the next question I want to look at is the battery life of the console. Asus are saying that this has an 8-hour battery life, but my tests, comparing it to silent mode, performance mode, and turbo mode, have really varying results. So when I used it in performance and turbo mode, I had about 1.3 to 2 hours of battery life. So, maxing out the console in battery mode. And then when I switched it to silent mode, we were looking at 4 to maybe 5 hours of usage. So I just wanted to factor in those calculations so you guys can make the best decision when buying this console. So let's look at the connectivity options for this console. So you've got a 3.5mm jack for your headphones. You've got a micro SD slot here to expand the hard drive capacity to up to 2 terabytes as well. You can also install an SSD inside of the slot below as well. So it's an NVMe 2 terabyte SSD drive. You can expand the graphics as well using this port. And then you've got this USB-C connector. And this is what we'll be using today to actually output to a monitor, install an Ethernet cable, and then see what that looks like on the screen as well. You've got your power button, and then you've got your volume up and volume down. So let's connect the accessories now to the USB-C port and take it from there. All right guys, let's go ahead and connect the Anchor USB-C hub that I have in front of me into the USB-C socket in the Asus ROG Ally. So let me just connect that in. I also have a few connectors here. So I've got a HDMI cable that you can see here. So we're going to connect that in to the Anchor. And we've got an Ethernet cable here, which we're going to connect in for Ethernet connectivity. And then I have the power button, I have the power supply for the Asus ROG Ally that comes supplied, or the power brick that comes supplied with the console itself. So now that's connected, we're going to add two more additional accessories. So let me just quickly go and get those. So I do have the Huntsman Mini as well that I've purchased for this video. I love mechanical keyboards. I love RGB keyboards as well. And this is a gaming keyboard as well. So that's an additional bonus. So let's just put that down there. Let's connect it to one of these USB sockets at the back. So that's all connected. Let's just make that easier to see. And then we do have an Xbox controller as well that we're going to be using as well. So everything's been working successfully. Just going to move you to see the connectivity on the actual monitor itself. So that's all connected there as well. So as I click on the keyboard here, that does showcase the actual monitor itself. So those accessories have worked really, really well. So let's go ahead and see what that desktop experience looks like. So guys, let's go ahead and test out the Asus ROG Ally Z1 Extreme's PC functionality. And that's why I bought this device. The functionality that it has to be a handheld console and a PC is amazing. I love that versatility of technology and this specific device. Another added bonus is when I connect the Asus ROG Ally Z1 Extreme to my Asus monitor, the resolution it outputs is 4K 60 frames per second versus when it's in handheld mode, which is 1080p at 120 frames per second. So let's go ahead and test out the basic functionality of this PC mode or Windows 11 mode. We're going to do a quick speed test as well. So what you see on my left is the actual router's speed. So this is the max speed that the router can deliver to my home or my outhouse. So check out that video if you haven't seen that before. And this is the actual speed that we're getting to the ROG Ally Z1 Extreme. And that's not bad, 882 megabits per second. Now, if we go over to my YouTube channel, thank you guys for all of the new subscribers. And going to quickly pause there. If you have enjoyed the content so far, please hit the thumbs up button and the like button. And if you're new to the channel and you have been watching my previous videos, why not go ahead and subscribe? So let's get back to the video, guys. So let's move on to the last question, guys, which is looking at the actual gameplay. So let's go ahead and go to Steam. So we're playing a Sony game through Steam. So this is a PC game we're running. We're not running this off the PS5. We're running this now directly off the Asus ROG Ally. So let's see what that looks like. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm running this on turbo mode. You probably can hear the fans spurring along, but the graphics look amazing. They absolutely do. But I'm going to wait for this cutscene to end, and then we're going to see what the actual gameplay looks like. So I have to say, guys, after that 20-minute cutscene, graphics look absolutely gorgeous. Look, what do you think? They look absolutely amazing. And this is running from a handheld console. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys, but I think this is fantastic. Let's go and see what PlayStation games look like. We're going to connect the PS Remote Play now and see what Spider-Man 2 looks like. So I'm just connecting to my PlayStation, which is in the living room. All right, so that was pretty quick. So I've got a PS5 DualSense controller connected, so this is going to make it a bit easier, but you can see I've been invited to play Rocket League, but we're going to see what Spider-Man 2 looks like. And that looks decent. You know what? It's just as good as the PlayStation Portal. So, wow, that's pretty decent as well. Yeah, this is really good. PS Remote Play working on the Asus ROG Ally. It's pretty good. Really, really, really good. Finally, if you have an Xbox, if you've got Game Pass, if you've got Game Pass Ultimate, you can then stream directly from the cloud, or you can actually download these to the actual Asus ROG Ally Z1 Extreme and play directly through there. All right, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the content today. And just my final remarks, you know, Nintendo Switch paved the way for handheld gaming. Absolutely amazing piece of kit. Really, really amazing. I've had the PS5 Portal now for a few months, really good. Just that you can only play PS5 games, which is a bit of a bummer. And then you have the Asus ROG Ally Z1 Extreme, lovely piece of kit, absolutely amazing. You know, doubles up as a PC. You can play and connect your games to a 4K monitor as well, which is absolutely amazing. So guys, if you've got the money, definitely go and spend it. I think £600 or $600 is a bit too much. Wait for a sale. If you can get it for $500 or less, or £500 or less, it's definitely worth the money. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.